Welcome to Caranimal Gaming. Here's another Minecraft video from last week's Monday Minecraft Twitch live stream. If you guys do like the video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new and would like to see more content like this, and let me know what you think in the comments. So a couple things that I came up with is one, this is a water base. So I had the idea, and this is after I was kind of thinking for a while. First off, I'm thinking we're going to be using some of the quartz that I've been collecting for the castle, so I'm going to have to collect some more quartz, but with the emeralds that we're getting from those guys, shouldn't be too big of a problem, just a little bit more time. But I want to make some kind of like hole in the wall, or hole in the walls like all the way around, where there's this water coming pouring through on this section right here. And then basically have like these little water pools going around the entire base. So that's what we're going to start with for this video. What I'm going to do though is because we have all these hoppers and stuff, we're going to come out basically to this corner section and go all the way up and then go all the way around and see how well we can get this. But one thing that we have to kind of figure out before we start all that, because we're going to start in this back wall and then work forward, so that way we know kind of how much room we have for the inventory room, because personally I would rather get these chests lined up as quickly as possible so we can start putting stuff through the sorter, because it does take quite a bit of time to get it all through. However, if we don't do it properly, it's going to not look so good and might not come around the best way possible. So what we need to do is figure out where the elevators are going to be, which I'm guessing they're going to be like probably right around here.
What did you just say?
Nothing, just had a little deja vu.
Back walls will start it off and then come around on both the side walls. And then by the time we get around to the sorting area, we'll kind of have an idea of what that's going to look like. All right, so let's go ahead and start with one corner and kind of work our way out from that one corner. You know, it's like I want to make it look nice, but using all of these right here, I don't really think that it looks as nice as it is expensive. Like the fact that every single one of these blocks is an emerald or a lot of quartz that you'd have to gather up. So I don't think it'd be worth it. So using these are a lot easier. I could just go mine a whole bunch of them. So we are going to stick with the walls to kind of get an idea of how many spaces out we want this to be though per section. Is we're gonna have to figure out the space between this and that, and how many water holes we want in this back section here. Kind of figure that out, and then we can kind of go from there, because this should be centered and symmetrical on both sides. So it should look the same on this side and the same on that side. And then we're not going to have any holes coming through the back side here, because that would just be, I think, pointless. So we'll figure out what we're going to do on that back section there. Let's go ahead and build up a whole bunch of walls. Get our stuff figured out here. All right, so let's lay out kind of what we're dealing with here. This section right here, it's like right there, the corner that we're working with. The floor is going to be at this level right here. So like this technically is the floor. We're going to have like half slabs and things like that kind of building this out, I believe. I might have screwed that up. Dang it. Why? I mean, honestly, the worst case scenario is I just have to lift that up one, which won't be that hard.
I had to.
Measure twice, cut once, right? Like, I never seem to grasp that concept. All right, so that's going to be our main section. If we look at this, we need at least 2 in the center and 2 in the side at minimum. So let's just go out all the way. So if I did 1, 2, 1, 2, Okay, I could do that. So each one of these would be a pillar going up. And that means that we would have 3 holes of water coming through. Let's do a solid 2 space. These walls and see where we're sitting at. Okay. So that's the center. Do I want to go lower or do I want to go higher? Well, there's only one way to find out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to test it out. I try to visualize it in my head. You know, that's usually what I do when I'm just quiet and staring at something. Try to visualize it in my head, see what it kind of looks like. Sometimes I can't quite get it there, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and put these here. And again, I'm going to figure something out to go back into this section here. To make it look like it's actually going out into the wall. I don't know if I'm going to continue using these quartz stairs to go all the way back. We're going to have 2 streams basically coming out like that, and it's going to go into like a area. It's going to be coming out of both sections there. But the question again is, do I want it higher up? Okay, so I think, because I got to figure out a way to actually catch the water in the correct way.
After many experiments.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think of one option. Making this go down further. Like this. I mean, yeah, we'll use up more blocks, but technically it should work. Sea lanterns under there. Look at that, we're actually making some kind of progress here. That looks way better. Okay, so let's fix this real quick.
1 week later.
So while I was off camera, I built this little slime collector basically, because we have a slime chunk. I think it's specifically right here. And if we're ever in our base, not in this inventory room in the future, I feel like it's just going to start collecting up. And so far, I mean, I went down here and this is going to eventually turn into a pipeline to go into our sorter anyway. Okay, I was crouching. But anyway, this is the slimes I got. I guess we got some glow ink as well. So I mean, we've got a decent amount of slimes coming in here already. But anyway, this is what I worked on. Kind of got this set up for the walls for this inventory room. I'm still not 100% sure what we're going to do with the ceiling, because the ceiling needs to change a little bit. It's kind of bland, but we'll get there. But I kind of figured we'll do some like modern art type decorations in between these water fountains basically coming down from the water outside of the ocean monument. I felt like that was a really good touch for what is going on in here. And then right here, I think we're going to build some extra fish tanks for our tropical fish. So it'd be kind of a definitely like a water fish tank type theme down here. Put the nether portal right here behind here. I feel like it turned out pretty good. It's decent, you know. I figured it's out of the way. It's easy to access, I guess, you know, that kind of thing. Not sure exactly what we're going to do with this back wall here. I'm still kind of toying around with that, so I'm not sure if we're going to get to that today. But the main objective today is to get the automatic sorter built in, figured out where we're going to be putting all of our chests, and kind of organizing that and trying to get some of our inventory gone through the sorter so we can kind of clean up some of our shulker box messes everywhere.